Hi, friends. So today's Wellness Minutes are about voting with your dollars. I wanted to put some time into this just to kind of change maybe some perception about how health ties into making ethical choices. So there is an emotional component and a mental component, of course, around making choices that feel good for ourselves and also how our choices reflect other people. So whether it's environmental or humane for animals or just supporting ethical businesses that are making sound choices, not just meant, built on greed, but also taking into consideration the bigger picture. There is a huge wellness component for that and pride in ourselves to make smart decisions that feel good to us. But also there's some physical components, right? So I mentioned before in some other videos just about, like, say, packaging, right? Packaging where avocados or oranges come in like mesh netting, or extensive packaging for crackers or single serve items, things like that. And single serve, like, individually wrapped granola bars, individual wrapped puddings, like containers of pudding. That's just become the accepted norm, but it's not necessary, right? We can buy those things in bulk, or we can make those things in bulk, and then we can use our own reusable containers. We don't have to continually support this massive trash issue that we're having in the world, right? And we can make choices like that and feel good about it. And really, once we get into those routines, they take very small amount of time to make those little shifts. Um, Likewise with, humane treatment when it comes to, say, even cosmetics. Okay, so a lot of us women, we're used to going out and we have our favorite products, we buy what we want. And, sometimes we kind of push that ethical side out of our mind, where we know we should be looking for ethically sourced either items that aren't going to damage our health, or humanely treated where they're not tested on animals. And we live in a world now where we don't have to test on animals anymore. We don't have to use bunnies and shave them and do all sorts of horrible things to them just so that we know we can put things on our face. We are not living in the dark ages anymore. So neither should our mentality. And the more we support these better ethical decisions, the more the world is going to support us, and the pricing will drop. So when it comes to things like, anything from cosmetics to ethically raised meats, to the packaging, as we start to shift on that teeter-totter, as we start to make better choices and we vote with our dollars and we start to purchase the things that make sense to us, that resonate with us, that take into consideration the environment, that take into consideration the humane treatment of animals, that take into consideration our health, and they stop using things like all sorts of stabilizers and dyes and binders and fillers and preservatives and pesticides and herbicides and all these kind of things that are damaging our health and primarily our endocrine system. Especially as women, we're affected so much when it comes to fertility around these issues, that we want to start voting with our dollars and not supporting this type of production that has become normal now in our society. And so I just wanted to explain that you have the ability to shift things. You think you're only one person, but there's power in numbers. And if we all vote with our dollars, we're going to change things. We're going to shift things. And there's just no reason living in today with we're sending people to the moon for fun, right? So we have the ability to make these changes. So I encourage you to understand that, you're able to shift things, just you, as part of a bigger momentum. And also to understand that these choices are going to feel good. It's just going to feel better. You're going to feel less guilty. You're going to feel less, it's something you won't have to push those thoughts out of your mind. And as you make smarter choices and the world starts to make better choices, we're going to see shifts in our own mental health and in the physical health of ourselves and those around us. So I hope that's given you something to think of and challenged your way of how you shop, because it really does make a difference. You can vote with your dollars. Okay? Food for thought. Stay healthy, friends.